How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We have some massive spot buys happening right now, and we also have just some interesting news of political changes right now that will affect the market. And the market has been extremely bearish. We pointed out in the last video that it seems like a bull run is forming. We're getting ready for it. We have a couple big things happening, and as we announced that, as we talked about it, well, Bitcoin started to pump right after that. So let's talk about why we're starting to see Bitcoin pump, what's happening in the market, all the stuff that you need to know right now. If you don't mind, hit subscribe underneath the video so you can see future videos like this. Also, grab the link to Margex underneath the video. If you haven't already tried it, try it. Try out Margex, try out leverage trading if you're comfortable with it, if you understand it. If not, there are videos on the channel that can explain it. As you can see here, a recent trade that I opened up, very aggressive trade. Not telling everyone to do this, but we bought it right at a support line. It went down maybe a couple percent or so, and now it's up 483%. We have some take profits and just a little bit higher than we are right now. We're going to lock in a partial profit that will put us in profit for the position, even if the rest of the position gets wiped out. But I think we are heading higher. We also have some larger positions as well that are up significantly too. So definitely check out this link underneath the video to Margex. Also, there are a couple other links down there to Blowfin and to CoinW if you want to try out those platforms. James Van Stratton says spot bidding coming in from Coinbase. Look at this. Spot cumulative volume delta spiking heavily today. I mean, this is the largest that we've seen this whole last week or so. And that is causing some short liquidations. Let's actually look up crypto liquidations and pull up Bitcoin here. We have about $10 million worth of shorts being wrecked in the last hour, about 57 million or so in the last 24 hours. Over the last 4 hours, 32 million. So that is causing the price to go up slightly. We know that there are a lot of shorts too in this range and a little bit higher as well. So I'm sure that they're going to be fighting to keep Bitcoin's price down. We actually saw a pretty big move just a few minutes ago. Pretty big red candle. We dropped about $500 in a few seconds. But that is to be expected with shorts and longs fighting over the market. David Bailey, we covered this in the last video, but he pointed out that annualized funding rate on Binance Bitcoin perps is negative 20% right now, meaning that there are a lot of people placing short positions and a lot of shorts just in the market. And well, this is rough, right? When everyone's bearish on the market, the fact is, what's even rougher is when we go sideways for a long time. Take a look at this. The days spent in certain $1,000 ranges, $9,000 to $10,000 was 167 days, 6,000 to 7,000 180, but 58 to 59, we spent 35 days there. So yeah, this kind of sideways action gets boring. So actually, I think a lot of people are happy that we're seeing a little bit of volatility here, but I pointed out in the last video that this could happen, that there were a lot of shorts, and also that it seemed like we're getting set up for a bull run just based on DXY. Like if you look here, we actually see DXY falling for the first time in a while, down to like 101. We may break a previous low that we saw back in July of 2023. And whenever this has happened, if you haven't seen this last video, like go check it out. But whenever this has happened, we've seen bull runs. When the DXY fell from 104 down to 88 back in 2017, we saw a massive bull run. When the same thing happened in 2020 and 2021, we saw a massive bull run. When it moved back up, when the DXY moved back up, the strength of the dollar was higher. Well, then the price of crypto fell down pretty significantly. So go check out that video right after we made this video and talked about the setup. Well, Bitcoin started pumping. Now, of course, by the time you're watching this video, who knows what happens. But it is nice to see some spot buying for once. And part of this might be just the outlook right now. U.S. jobs revised down 818K, second worst revision in U.S. history. Fed Jackson Hole meeting starts tomorrow, and the speech by Jerome Powell's on Friday, so be on the lookout for that. Election year, Jeff Park says, I like the setup. Now, something interesting about the election, it seems like there's a bit of a honeymoon period with Kamala Harris coming in the race for Biden. You can see big drops for Biden's likelihood of becoming the next president. This is according to Polymarket too. This is a betting market. But then as that happened, Kamala's likelihood spiked up all the way up to about 54, 55%. Now it's been on the decline for a little while now too. And Trump seems to be closer to, or a higher percentage likelihood of winning. Part of this might be because of the news that Kennedy might be dropping out as well and backing Trump. That's come out over the last few days. But you can see the market does seem to like this. And this isn't, I'm trying not to get political here, but sometimes politics does play a role. NASDAQ's up 0.57%. Bitcoin's up here today. So maybe part of the market moving up is pricing in a pro-crypto president as well. You can see BTC is usually here around this point in the market. I mean, it's crazy how much the last 3 cycles have been similar to each other. Like all of them have been within this small little range at this point in the market. And typically we see a big move up after this. Again, there's like a 20 to a 100x, right? The last 2 cycles from the bottom, or since the market cycle bottom. And that would be the equivalent of about 5 to 25x from here. I mean, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'd be very happy if Bitcoin did even went up to 20x from the market bottom, which is still significantly higher than it is right now. Like I said, a 5x from here would put Bitcoin at $300,000. Now, if we got kind of crazy and went to the cycle before and we saw 25x, that would be insane. That would put Bitcoin around 1.5 million or so. Yeah, I think everyone sitting in Bitcoin would be very happy, but also pissed at the same time for not being able to buy more in the next year or so. That's when that would happen. But I don't necessarily think we're going to get there. I think, high 1s, 2s make sense, which would gigapump Bitcoin and gigapump a lot of altcoins most likely too, or a handful of really good altcoins. As you can see, we did break out of this channel that we were in. I shouldn't go to the 1 week. Let's go down to the 1 day. We did break this channel that we were in that I've been talking about and positioning myself at the bottom here. And yeah, imagine we have some kind of huge increase in the price. Like we do get a 5x and then you're positioned long 10x or 5x or 15 or 30x, something like that. Add that onto the 5x. Oof. That would be some juicy gains. But of course, we have to make it out of these summer doldrums. We have to make it through the boring part of the market and through the volatility of big speeches like Jerome Powell's on Friday. Be ready for anything. The Bears and the Bulls are fighting in full force right now. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.